What's up, YouTube? Mike from Mass here. Mass Aquariums. Little Sunday fish room update. Give you my weekly update. 30 or 29 gallon is doing good as usual. This duckweed's really taking off. Stuff multiplies like crazy. Gotta scoop it out like all the time, but I took my air stone out from underneath this rock, and I'm hoping that the flow from this aqua clear is enough surface agitation. I do have a little circulation pump I can throw in here if I don't think things are happening. Got the neon school, rummy nose school. All the plants are doing really well. This sword has seen better days. I don't know. It seems to be dying off. I shoved a root tab in there, but for some reason it's just it's not producing new leaves. And the other, it had 5 leaves, 5 nice leaves on it, and for some reason it's not happening. I don't know what's up with that one. But all these are doing good. Back here, all 3 of these Bacopa were up to the top last night, and I cut them all in half and replanted them back there. Get some more. This tank is doing okay besides this sword. I do like it. One of my favorites. I love this school. I love neons. Cardinal tetras, neon tetras, really pretty fish. I love it when they school. Fry tank, grow out tank. Labs are doing awesome. They're getting big. Growing really fast. I just did a water change on this. I love these grow out tanks. Takes you like literally less than 5 minutes to do a water change. Drain it. Nothing on the bottom. Nothing in this tank. Drain the water, put it in. Put your dechlorinator in, and you're done. Maybe I should do this to all my tanks. Just bare bottom, nothing in it but fish. But as you can see, all these guys are growing up really good. The second batch is catching up to the first batch. No deaths, no one's picking on each other. They love grazing on the sponge filter, which is nice. Yeah, this grow out tank's doing real nice. 75, I have been letting everything just grow. I haven't trimmed anything in a couple weeks, with the exception of some of these dwarf lily plants that keep growing to the top. I do cut those off so they don't block out too much light. Everything is doing real good. I swung by PetSmart today to grab some food for my kids' tank, and they had German blue rams on sale for $2 a pop. I couldn't resist. Even though I don't need any more fish in this tank, I got 2. I got a male and a female. They're the tiniest ones in this tank. I'm not sure where they are now, but they're in here somewhere. This tank is doing really good. I'm saving up for a CO2 system. I do have some green spot algae that's starting to come about. Not really sure where it's coming from. I do get it a little tiny bit from time to time, but I'm noticing it more and more. If anyone has any ideas on why all of a sudden I have green spot algae, I mean, I dose iron, potassium, Excel every day, and now all of a sudden I got some green spot. So I want that gone, besides me scraping it with a razor blade all the time. It just happened roughly like Tuesday or Wednesday. I noticed a lot more of it than just your average green spot here and there. Other than that, this tank is doing good. My flow seems to be getting a little lighter on my canister, so it's probably time to clean it. Probably do that this week. African cichlid tank is doing awesome. The brown diatoms are gone. You know, this tank is fairly new, and you'll get some brown algae to start with every once in a while with new tanks, and you just clean it off when you do your water changes, but it's gone. As you can see, the rocks they're not covered in it anymore. The glass, you know, a couple spots here and there. is gone. This canister filter from ST International is doing really good. It's doing its job. Still quiet. The flow is a little better. I changed this outtake to point up a little bit more and pointed a couple circulation pumps in a little bit different direction. But these guys are doing good. They're coloring up nice. I do want to add a few more in here. I know this tank is only a 40 breeder, but it's by no means overstocked. It has, I would say, just the perfect number of fish. There's plenty more room. There has really been not too much aggression at all for mbunas. I know they're territorial and they get their little caves and they dig them out, but there hasn't been too much aggression. Just your normal, but nobody's fins are getting messed up. No one looks bad. Everybody's healthy. Everybody's eating. And yeah, this tank's doing awesome. One of my favorites. I almost want to get rid of rip down my 75 planted and just do like peacocks and haps in a bigger tank. The AC tanks are just so easy to take care of. No plants, no dosing. You know, you just do a water change and feed them. And they're colorful and beautiful. I love plants too much, but I really am thinking either CO2, the big tank, and maybe switch it up a little, or just rip it down. I'm getting more and more into African cichlids, and I want to get some more varieties, but I'm limited with this 40 breeder. But it is what it is. These guys are doing awesome. I love this tank. I love all my tanks, but like I say, they're all one of my favorite tanks, so that's a good thing. But I really do love this tank. I love watching these guys. My kids love these guys. They think it's saltwater because of the white sand and the colors of the fish. So I'm schooling them, slowly telling them. They're getting to know the names of the fish and what's what. But this tank is awesome. Love it. Got my little Nano. See if I can get a good picture without this light messing everything up. But this micro sword is carpeting nicely. It's spreading like crazy. It produces the runners. I mean, I don't know if you guys watched from when I first put this stuff in, but it's spread from the left like all the way to the right really good. You can see how thick it is on the left side. The right side is thin, but it's just all these down here. Runner. They're just, it's hard to focus this close, but. And I got a couple of these Endler guppies today too. For some reason this tank never comes in good with the camera. I don't know if it's the light or what. But all the frog bit is has awesome roots. I think it's the CO2 because my frog bit, the roots always died off in my 30, and this frog bit is doing really nice. Maybe it's just because it's directly right underneath this bright light and it's a low, you know, the watts are plenty for this tank. I threw a bunch of baby assassin snails from my 30 because they're breeding like crazy. Threw some in here to take care of some leftover fish food waste because there's not that many fish in here. I do not like the way this tank comes in on camera. For some reason. It looks beautiful off camera, but it just looks weird on camera. Anyway, this Java moss is spreading nicely. This plant back here, which I always forget the name of, it grows right to the top of the tank every week, and I have to trim it. The Ludwigia is doing good. Got some Java fern, still doing good. I wish I could get a nice clear picture of these Endler guppies. They're just super cool looking. The camera are not doing these fish justice. What if I do this with the light? Just really pretty fish. Anyway, my son's calling me in the background. Time to eat lunch, and the Pats are on in 25. This is Mike from Mass. I'm out.